This is a 13 WREX original presentation. 13 WREX, 70 years of serving the state line. October 1st, 1953. WREX TV is live. And since that historic day, a commitment was made. Provide quality journalism and programming to the Rockford region. And for 7 decades, we haven't stopped. Passing the torch from one generation to another, owning the big stories, locally, nationally, and around the world, evolving, embracing new technology, bringing content to you wherever, whenever. Join us as we celebrate our past and give you a glimpse of what's to come as 13 WREX celebrates its platinum anniversary.
13 WREX is celebrating a milestone, 70 years of broadcasting, which means 70 years of serving you, our community, the state line. Hello, I'm Brittany Hardaway.
And I'm Derek Bain. Our history started in the early 1950s when 6 men came together to start Rockford's second television station. But even though we were not first on the air when our tower turned on, it became a game changer.
More than 70 years ago, a field in far western Winnebago County went from a family farm to a massive construction site where crops once sprouted out of the soil. Massive steel beams, including a 650-foot television tower, were formed and welded together, solidifying what is now home to 13 WREX.
First known as Greater Rockford Television, Inc., the station came from humble beginnings. 6 men, seen in this photo of the station's groundbreaking, coming together to form Rockford's second television station, but with a twist. It will be more powerful than its competitor, broadcasting in what's known as VHF, very high frequency, full-powered broadcast television station, meaning its reach could be seen more than 100 miles away from its tower. In cities like Madison, Wisconsin, Elgin, Illinois, and even parts of eastern Iowa. The station granted its broadcast license by the FCC in May of 1953 and would use the call letters WREX TV. The name dedicated to the memory of Rex Incaster, son of the station's president. Rex, a first lieutenant in the U.S. Army, died serving our country and Western France in the height of World War II. To this day, a plaque and his Purple Heart are displayed in our front lobby, honoring him and those who have given the ultimate sacrifice for our country.
Now an NBC affiliate, 13 WREX was not always a member of the Peacock family. Originally, the station was affiliated with ABC, CBS, and the Dumont television networks. As more television stations were established in the Rockford television market, 13 WREX became a full-time ABC affiliate, which ended in 1995 when the station became a member of the National Broadcasting Company. Since its inception, 13 WREX has been involved in our communities through triumph and tragedy. That includes the 1967 Belvedere tornado. Following the destructive storm, 13 WREX launched Operation Belvedere along with our Stateline colleagues. The stations held a telethon right out of the 13 WREX studios, raising money and rallying support for the people of Boone County, a community commitment that still lives on today.
When it comes to local news, 13 WREX has had a rich history of delivering quality journalism. Though the faces and platforms of delivering news has changed, our team's commitment has not, which is reflected by the numerous awards and distinctions displayed at the station. 13 WREX is owned and operated by Allen Media Broadcasting, founded by Byron Allen. The station's ownership has only changed a handful of times, first from Greater Rockford Television, Inc. to the Gannett Group. Then in 1969, the station was purchased by Gilmore Broadcasting, which then sold the station to ML Media Partners in 1989. Then in the mid-90s, Quincy Media purchased the station until it was sold to A&B in 2021.
Throughout our history, we have evolved from broadcasting in black and white to color to digital and now high definition. How we deliver you the news and programming has also changed. Not only can you get us on your television, but also on your computer, smartphone, and streaming platform.
As we celebrate and reflect on our past from that former field, which is now a community cornerstone.
And embrace the future. There is one thing that won't change.
Our commitment to the state line and communities we call home. We are 13 WREX.
You might not think twice about a TV station's call letters, but WREX has a special significance behind it. It's a story of honor and courage and keeping a legacy alive.
Where Auburn and Winnebago roads meet, the 13 WREX sign brightens up the countryside with the NBC Peacock logo. Zoom in on REX and the story gets a little more purple.
It was found accidentally in Wisconsin.
A Purple Heart found in a box at a community theater.
The name on the back meant nothing to any of us. He was no one from our community that we could find.
The military decoration belonged to Rex Castor, the son of one of WREX's founders. The station is named after him, making sure his story is never forgotten.
It's a wonderful tribute to him. I'm glad to see the plaque here in the entryway. It's nice people walk in the building and see who he is and what he was all about.
Terry Burt of the Wisconsin Leathernecks Motorcycle Club brought the Purple Heart from Wisconsin to Rockford, where WREX tried to get it into the hands of Rex Castor's relatives.
All I'm doing is I'm the delivery boy. I'm just making sure it gets to somebody who'll take care of it. It belongs in a better place in a box or my desk drawer.
Steve Gowen's great-great-grandma was the sister of Rex Castor's great-grandma. He came from California to Rockford to get a first-hand look at Rex's Purple Heart.
He's special, and I'm thrilled to be able to accept his medal and to also leave it here in Rockford for others to see and have him inspired by.
Steve wants the medal to remain at WREX, the station that bears his relative's name.
I was doing the research and I saw that there was actually a TV station named after him, that his dad started the station and he applied to the FCC in honor of his son to have his name up there. That was special.
Steve wrote a book to commemorate his family history, including a chapter on Rex Castor and how he earned his Purple Heart.
Took a couple of squads of riflemen to a house that was infiltrated with Germans to try to take that house out. And he kept moving closer and closer to it because he had not taken everybody out. And at one point, he was shot and killed. It was a very nice thing for them to do there.
Just getting a look at WREX and the Purple Heart gives Steve a moment to reflect.
Just to think about how this country would be different if we didn't have men like Rex to go over there and fight for our freedom.
The Purple Heart now has a permanent home and place to be displayed after sitting in a box for who knows how long.
I thought the proper place for it was here, and to touch it for just a little while, you know, it is humbling, you know, what he gave, and knowing that when he left in 1943, he never came back, you know, and he had a full life here with plenty of reason to want to come back, a fiance waiting for him, and he never made it, but he did his country and his hometown Rockford proud.
And WREX is proud to honor a man who gave the ultimate sacrifice to make sure we can freely broadcast the news to Northern Illinois every day.
Well, it was quite the journey to get the Purple Heart from a box in a community theater in La Crosse, Wisconsin, into the hands of the family and now permanently displayed at 13 WREX. Rex Castor still was also awarded a Silver Star for his bravery as well. Impressive man.
Yeah, I love to see we honor his name. And coming up, giving a voice to the voiceless and holding the powerful accountable. How 13 Investigates has impacted our community and the stories our team, past and present, has uncovered that have sparked change.